Hello, and welcome to the IMG Helping Hands podcast. I'm your host, here to guide you through the essential steps and strategies you need to start your journey as an international medical graduate, or IMG, aiming to enter the U.S. healthcare system. First, let me take a moment to congratulate you. Deciding to take the leap toward a medical career in the United States is a bold and inspiring choice. It's no small feat, and while the road ahead may seem daunting, you've already taken the first step by seeking guidance. And that's where we come in. At IMG Helping Hands, our mission is simple: to provide a safe and secure guiding hand to medical students like you. In today's episode, we'll break down the U.S. medical licensing pathway and give you actionable tips to make your journey smoother and more successful. Let's begin by addressing the challenges you might face as an IMG. We know this journey is more than just about passing exams. It's about adapting to a completely different medical education and healthcare system. Many IMGs feel overwhelmed when they encounter hurdles like understanding the licensing process, gaining U.S. clinical experience, and dealing with visa requirements. Then there's the financial stress, exam fees, travel expenses, and living costs while you prepare. It can feel like the odds are stacked against you. Pause briefly to connect with the audience. But here's the truth. Every challenge you face is manageable with the right support and strategy. And that's exactly why IMG Helping Hands exists. We're here to ensure you never feel like you're navigating this path alone. Now that we've touched on the challenges, let's break down the licensing pathway step by step. This process might seem like a maze at first, but once you understand the basics, you'll feel more confident tackling it. First up, the USMLE exams, the United States Medical Licensing Examination. These are the backbone of your journey and are split into 3 major steps. Step 1. This is all about basic medical sciences. Think biochemistry, anatomy, and pharmacology. It's intense, but absolutely doable with consistent preparation. Step 2. CK. This focuses on clinical knowledge and tests how well you apply your medical knowledge to real-life scenarios. Step 3. This is a 2-day exam you'll take after starting residency, assessing your ability to practice medicine independently. Once you've completed the USMLE exams, the next critical step is certification from the Educational Commission for Foreign Medical Graduates, or ECFMG. This certification is your green light to apply for residency programs. Finally, you'll need to secure U.S. clinical experience through observerships, externships, or rotations. These not only strengthen your application, but also give you first-hand exposure to how medicine is practiced in the U.S. Let's take a moment to focus on U.S. clinical experience. What makes it so critical? Observerships, externships, and rotations not only expose you to the healthcare practices in the U.S., but also help you build essential relationships with attending physicians. These experiences often lead to strong recommendation letters, which residency programs value highly. But beyond that, they're your chance to adapt to the cultural nuances of U.S. patient care. For instance, shared decision-making is a cornerstone of this system. Patients are often involved in every step of their care plan, and learning how to navigate these conversations is key to success. It's a lot to take in, isn't it? But remember, every journey starts with small, consistent steps. Breaking these tasks into manageable pieces makes the process much less overwhelming. As we dive deeper into the U.S. licensing pathway, let's reflect on one key aspect: why this process is structured the way it is. The U.S. healthcare system places a strong emphasis on patient-centered care and evidence-based practice. That's why the USMLE exams don't just test your medical knowledge. They assess how you apply it in real-world scenarios. Think about this. How would you approach a patient with chest pain in a busy emergency room? The ability to think critically, prioritize tests, and communicate effectively under pressure is what these exams aim to evaluate. It's not just about passing tests, it's about preparing you to excel in a high-stakes environment where every decision impacts a life. Now that we've mapped out the pathway, let's talk about how you can stand out as an IMG. Here are some proven tips that have helped countless medical graduates achieve success. First, start early. The sooner you begin preparing for USMLE Step 1, the better. Dedicate at least 6 to 8 months for focused study, using reliable resources like First Aid, UWorld, or Kaplan. Second, build a strong CV. Include unique experiences, volunteer work, and leadership roles. Residency programs appreciate well-rounded candidates. Third, seek mentorship. A good mentor can guide you through the nuances of the match process and help you avoid common pitfalls. At IMG Helping Hands, we connect you with mentors who have walked the same path. And finally, master your interview skills. Interviews are a critical part of the residency application process. Practice answering commonly asked questions and learn to present your story confidently. These tips might seem simple, but when combined with hard work and consistency, they can make a world of difference. At this point, you might be wondering, what if it feels too overwhelming? That's completely normal. Every IMG who has walked this path has faced moments of doubt. But here's a mindset shift that can help. Instead of viewing each step as an obstacle, think of it as a milestone. Every exam you pass, every clinical experience you gain, and every connection you make brings you closer to your goal. With each step, you're not just getting closer to a career in medicine. You're becoming a stronger, more adaptable, and more compassionate physician. 1. The additional reflection on the licensing pathway fits naturally where you explain the steps of the process. 2. The importance of U.S. clinical experience reinforces why these opportunities matter after detailing the licensing process. 3. The empowering perspective concludes the tips section, motivating the audience before transitioning to the support offered by IMG Helping Hands. At IMG Helping Hands, we're here to simplify this entire process for you. Our services are designed specifically for IMGs, offering comprehensive USMLE study guides, residency application support, including CV reviews and mock interviews, webinars and live Q&A sessions to answer your most pressing questions. Our goal is to empower you with the tools and resources you need to succeed. And the best part? You're not just joining a service, you're becoming part of a community. Visit us at imghelpinghands.com to learn more and take the next step. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one important thought. Every great physician you've ever admired was once in your position. They faced challenges, had doubts, and made mistakes. The difference is, they took action, and so can you. Thank you for tuning in to the IMG Helping Hands podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode with your fellow IMGs, and follow us on social media for updates and resources. Remember, at IMG Helping Hands, you're never alone. Together, we'll turn your dreams into reality. Until next time, stay motivated and keep moving forward.